Using one of these will for sure increase your hit probabilities at long range.
It is practically unbeatable for the price point.
It has the best laser of any range finding system. What's up guys, welcome back to the Utah Airguns channel. Today we have another episode of Beyond the Barrel. I'm Sawyer, I'm in the marketing department here at Utah Airguns. I've been shooting long range and airguns for quite a while. So today we are talking ballistics solutions, whether that's range finding, ballistic solvers, data gathering, anything like that. And today I have chosen to highlight the Vectronics Vector X ballistic binocular system. This isn't my personal pair, but I have had a pair since they came out. It was a product I was very excited about when they introduced it. One of the main reasons being it is obviously a very nice set of binoculars. So the unique thing about the Vectronics is they have an etched reticle system as well as a laser rangefinder, and they are AB Elite equipped. So you have an etched reticle with your center aiming reticle for the laser, and then in the bottom left of the SMR variant, you have a small L-shaped measuring reticle so that you can make corrections and measure objects, estimate range, whatever you do with a reticle in like your scope or your binoculars or spotting scope. But then they also have Applied Ballistics Elite inside, so every time you range something, it will spit you out a firing solution based on what rifle profile you have loaded. And on top of that, they have a bunch of other really cool tools built in, like they have a whole wind system where you can put in wind speed, wind direction, and it will give you 2 wind holds based on the average and the gust that you put in. Along with having the ballistic capability, the etched reticle, they also have an app that you connect to that you can build out all your rifle profiles on, but it also has a very cool mapping feature. So once you've calibrated the compass in these and you have the app open and on the mapping feature, say I shoot a deer at 500 yards in some thick scrub brush. Right after I make that shot and I know the animal is down, I can laze the deer again where it's on the ground with the mapping feature open, and it will drop a pin on the map on top of that deer, and it will keep that point so that you can then navigate to exactly where that deer went down, so that you don't have to sit there and, you know, make terrain references and fire a back azimuth so you know where you shot from and where you're trying to get to. It will just put a pin right where you need to go, and then you can go straight to where that animal is. And that can be useful in a lot of other situations, like if you're looking for sheds, antler sheds, you can, if you spot one across a ravine, like, oh wow, there's a big elk shed over there, mark it on the map, or I can laze it, drops a pin on the map, hike up, find that shed. There's a lot of applications for that feature, and it's super cool and very accurate. We've tested that in a previous video. Another thing, it probably has, no, I won't say probably, it has the best laser of any range finding system that's available to the civilian market. We have ranged on camera to 7,000 yards, and I have taken mine to 9,100 yards. And that's on the side, literal broadside of a barn. But show me any other civilian laser range finding system that can hit 9,000 yards, and I'll wait. So they are a fantastic solution if you want just an all-in-one. If you want to have really good glass, great spotting capability, but also have Applied Ballistics Elite. I've taken these to a few matches, a PRS match, and I used these to laze every target, get my data, write it down, and the match was awesome. So this is a great solution if you want to save a little money and not buy basically any other support gear. As long as you know your bullet velocity, then you can plug it into here and you'll be set. One of the other things that I really like about the Vectronics is on my other binos, they've had, you have to get like a third-party system to mount it to a tripod, either the RRS vise that clamps around one of the objective lenses, or another system that screws into like the hinge and then has some rickety little mount. But the Vectronics, they actually partnered with Really Right Stuff, and they made their own plate. So you take this thing off and you can buy the RRS plate that is adjustable for angle. And so it's a really flush system so that you can mount it to a tripod, be really steady, get really consistent, really reliable distances. And they also partnered with Area 419 as well to make an RRS plate that doesn't take up a ton of room. Really flush, but you can also mount it to a tripod. So that's a really cool feature. But guys, that's my Beyond the Barrel product today. Let's hand it over to the other guys and see what their ballistic solutions are.
How's it going, guys? I'm Spencer with Utah Airguns. I've been shooting competition for the last 5 or 6 years. The ballistic calculator I want to talk to you guys about today is the Kestrel. This is the 5700 Elite model, and this is my favorite ballistic calculator that I have used, and it's helped me do pretty decent in a lot of competitions. I use it every time I go out and shoot, and there's a lot of good features about it that we'll get into. So I don't have a ton of time to go over all the features of it because it's an insanely powerful tool. But if you guys want to see a Kestrel video in the future, let us know. We can definitely get that set up and record a video for you guys about all the powerful features of the Kestrel. My favorite thing about the Kestrel is its ability to give you very accurate ballistic calculations very quickly. Before I used the Kestrel, I did okay, you know, with first round impacts, but getting a Kestrel, just one upgrade in my equipment, brought my first round impacts up probably 40 to 50% per stage. So over the course of, you know, 8-9 stages in a match, it's going to pick you up another 4 to 5 points in my experience. It's super powerful, gives you lots of tools. The Kestrel needs some data in it for it to work, and to do that you just use the Kestrel Link Ballistics app on your phone, and it links to the Kestrel via Bluetooth. You can send all of your rifle data over here. The Kestrel 5700 Elite can store 30 gun profiles, I believe. It might be 20, I can't remember. But it's enough that I've never hit the limit. The 5700 also gives you multi-target engagement options with the target card. So it's by far my favorite for competition use, and it's super powerful. But you do need to put in your data correctly. The way that I store my Kestrel at a match is with the Armageddon Gear tripod caddy. It's got a bunch of pockets on it, but the one that I use the Kestrel for is on this little table. There are these two fairly decent sized pouches, and the Kestrel fits perfectly inside it. And then you've got like some pen slots over here, and then a table for like your notes for the match or whatever. So I use this on my tripod so that I can quickly grab the Kestrel out, take my wind readings, get my environmentals and all that to help me make shots during competition. So the Kestrel is really, really awesome because it allows you to take all of your environmentals at once. It's got a lot of onboard sensors like a thermometer, barometric pressure sensor, and a bunch of other stuff, and it's got a lot of math in it that a lot of smart guys have figured out. And then it's got a fan in it that you can use to get your wind reading. You basically just hold it up to the wind. It tells you what your wind speed is, and it can also do directional wind from your target bearing heading to give you a very accurate ballistic solution for not only drop, but for wind as well. Using one of these will for sure increase your hit probabilities at long range. That's my preferred method of getting my ballistic solution. The Kestrel 5700 Elite is my pick for the day for ballistic calculators. I'm going to pass it on to the next guy.
I'm Ryan Jacobson. I shoot competitively, I shoot recreationally. My job and my hobbies all involve ballistics, so I deal with it on a daily basis. So these are the products I'm picking. One is the Element Titan 3K rangefinder. It is practically unbeatable for the price point. It's such a good package for what you pay. It's simply very hard to beat. It's a 7x magnification, which is almost like a mini bino. It's made to go long distances. It's 3K for 3,000 meters. That is non-reflective surfaces. It can go further and has gone further than 3,000 meters. What I really like about it though is that it pairs with the app, the Element Ballistics app. Gives you a ballistic solution right in your face. It's a rechargeable battery, so you don't have to worry about it dying on you as long as you can plug it into your truck on your way to your shooting spot, wherever you're going hunting that day. You could plug it in. You could even have a mobile charger, which you typically do when you're in the backcountry or hunting. It's got a super fine laser, super strong laser, 3B laser, 0.2 MRAD beam dispersion. So super fine, which is why it is threaded for a tripod shoe, which leads me into my next product, which is the Alpine tripod, our newest tripod on board. I really like this because it's super lightweight. So for a hunting tripod, for a shooting tripod, anything like that, it's really awesome. It's super smooth, ball head wise. It pans really smoothly, locks tight, and it's at a great price point. Is really For what it's priced at, it's a super killer option. So it's got all the range, because this is really tall and right in the way of my face. I mean, you could even shoot prone off it. That's super low. Like I said, it's such a great option for the money. I think people will really like it, as we've only had it in-house for like a week. Those are my picks for the week, and I'll pass it on to the next guy.
Hey guys, my name's Alex. Been here at Utah Airguns for just over 4 years now. Been shooting competitions for quite a while now. Been in the airgun competitions for probably about 6 to 7 years now. So the Ballistics Solutions product I wanted to talk about today was the Element Optics rangefinder module. The Element Optics rangefinder module has a 1,000 meter rangefinder and will pair to your Element Optics ballistic app that you will have on your phone, and you can transfer your ballistic data off of your phone onto this. Super easy pairing system. The user interface is very, very simple to learn. I think it gives a huge edge for that. A lot of them can be kind of complicated to set up. This is very, very easy to go through, and there's a couple videos that we have in Element Optics as well to walk you through it. This is outside of the ring. In the package, you'll include the mounting ring that's on a ball gimbal so you can aim it properly. Also come with a 90-degree charging port so you can run a pressure pad as well. Pretty simple setup. Now we'll mount this on a gun and show you how it works. Okay, so here's the Element rangefinder module mounted on a gun using the Element rings with their bridge. And then I currently have it set up with the pressure pad with the 90-degree. And so you push it once to turn it on, and then you can push it again for it to range. And then if you are tracking something while it's moving, you can actually hold the pressure pad and it will scan as you go. Really, really simple to use. If you don't want to use a pressure pad or have something stuck to your gun, you can also use it by just doing a short press of the power button, and that will also send you a range. Having it mounted on the gun here, you can see how small and low profile it is. Really doesn't add any weight to your gun, which is a huge benefit for a lot of hunters. You really don't want to be packing around a lot of weight. Compared to some of the other options on the market right now, this is definitely one of the most lower profile ones, and also very, very affordable to get into. So now we can take a look at the Element Ballistics app. Really easy to use. Even if you just need a ballistic solver and you don't want to on a rangefinder, very, very simple to use. Really easy to pair. So as you can see, I can turn on the RF module, pulls up there on my phone. I can click into it, and now I can upload one of the profiles just by selecting which one. So as you can see there, it's uploaded and it's ready to go. So now all I have to do is push the button, and it's going to give me my ballistics and my range on the screen here. So really easy to use. Use it on your air guns, on your centerfire, any of your rimfire. You plug in your temperatures and you're ready to go. Now we'll pass it on to Sawyer to finish it up.
All right, guys, that wraps up our episode of Beyond the Barrel. Let us know in the comments what you want to see next, and we'll see you next time.